Give it to my boy, Mr. Preacher Lawson. Let me in.
High energy, full with the wisdom, sense of a rich man, knowledge and the rhythm. This is what I'm using to come up with a style, so I'll interact all together better with the crowd.
Hey.
Nervous for a second.
Good, man. I love songs that are like made in 1812. That was the third rap song ever made, man. Anyway, no, I like that. I like that. Yeah, man. I don't speak Creole. I spoke a little French. I've been doing Duolingo and stuff. I actually went to France and I was there for Christmas and I was at a bar and I wasn't gonna get an alcohol. I was gonna get some water, and I didn't know. I went up to the bar and I said je veux, because I was like, that means I want, right? And you're supposed to say je voudrais, whatever it means. I would like. And I didn't know how to say water, so I was like, je veux agua. He's like, you stupid American. And I was like, you speak English? That's cool, man. That's dope, man. Yeah, that's cool. You from Florida. I used to live in Florida. I used to live in Orlando for like 5 years. Everything they say about Florida is true. Good and bad. I'm gonna tell you a story. So when I was in Florida, this is like 10 years ago, actually. I'm old now. Dang, I'm old, man. With no kids. You know what I mean? Anybody down? All right. Oh, well, okay, cool. All right, okay. All right, someone cheered, but that was, okay, whatever. I'm not mad. I'm fine. No, but I was in Florida, and I asked my mom, I was like, hey, I had a gig in Fort Myers. I was living in Orlando, Fort Myers. Oh, you from Fort Myers? I wouldn't brag about that, but that's great. That's great. You got meth in your purse right now. Like, no. All right, I'm just playing, joke. But I love you. Welcome to here. What are you doing here?
Visiting my sister.
Oh, okay. All right. What's up, sis?
I'm not from Fort Myers.
Okay, all right. She's like, whoa. I don't even know my sister. I'm like, what? No, that's awesome. Wait, where are you from then? She's from Fort Myers. Where you?
I live here, but we're both from New York.
Oh, New York. Why'd you go to Fort? Oh, you want to save some money? That's cool. That's dope. Yeah, man. That's why I'm going to Texas. But listen, y'all. I 0% state tax. I'm getting distracted, but we're back. So I was in Florida. I was going to Fort Myers, and when the only issue was I didn't have a car. So I was like, hey, Mom, what are you doing with your car? And then she was like, I'm not gonna let you use my car. You're gonna speed in it. You're gonna crash. I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna speed in your car. I'm not gonna crash it. And she's like, you better not. And she let me use the car. And of course, I'm speeding in it. All right. And I was like, how's she gonna know? She's not gonna find out. She did find out eventually because I crashed it. But that's because Florida got this bipolar weather. It'd be raining, then the sun out, then it's raining with the sun out. It's like, why is it raining boiling water? It's just weird. And so it was raining super hard, and I was speeding. I was like, it'll stop raining, but it was too late. I hydroplaned. I already knew I was gonna crash. I seen it, and I was like, I'm about to crash. And I was like, okay, my seatbelt on, and I was like, Jesus, take the wheel, And so I crashed, and then told the car. I had to call my mom up. I told the car. She didn't believe me at first, because I'm a comedian. And then, and then the cops came. They were like, what happened? All the water drew up. Right? That's the right word, right, Drew? Okay, because y'all didn't, okay, whatever. So all the water drew up, man. Dried up. It dried. Shut up. You know what I meant? All the water stopped being water. And the cop was like, what happened? And I was like, he gonna think I'm lying. So I was like, I know this is unbelievable, but trust me, it was raining right before you got here. And then he looks around and says, it's okay, man. I'm drunk too. He was like, you need a ride? I was like, no, man, you just say you're drunk, man. So that's Florida. That is Florida. Florida. I didn't know that was his name for years. Florida? He's just saying Florida. I didn't know that for years, man. He's a flow rider. I'm like, man, if you could think of bars like that to put in your song because you suck at rapping, and it's fine. He's not here, but we are equal in rapping. This dude trash. Anyway, but I love his music. That'd be fun if he was here right now. I'd backtrack so fast. Bro, I love your music, man. I love trash music. Who don't like trash? I got a trash can at my house. I use it all the time. I love it so much. Anyway, trash is everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Your music is everywhere I go. Oh man, I was having a rough day today, man. I was having a rough day. I feel like I get mad every day. I feel like I get mad, every emotion. I get mad, sad, anxious. I feel not at the same time. I'm like, I don't, it's not one time. It's like I get cut off and I'm like, I'll kill your family. That's what I think in my head. Your whole family. I'll kill every single one of them, even the baby. I'll kill your baby, bro. But I wouldn't. I just want to put that, I've never murdered anybody in my life. One time. I murdered one time, but you know when you first murder somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that, you know? And then the second time you do it, you're like, oh my gosh, not as bad as the first time, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Come on, get your son. She's like, I murdered people. Look at me, they don't even believe that. That was racist for me to do that accent of your, you know what I mean? Like, imagine she was on stage right now and she was like, yo, hey, you know? I'll be mad. Like, what you doing? Even though that's kind of accurate. Everybody a little racist, you know? It's like seasoning. Right? Oh, something's missing right here. Racism. Just a little bit. Right? You don't put too much. Racism, it ruins everything. I feel like I noticed race more than anything. Like when I walked on stage tonight, I was like, wow, a lot of white people. That's all I thought. I wasn't like, we gotta get rid of them. I would never say that. I would never say that because I'm outnumbered and I know how to count. I know how to count. Yeah, man. I feel like, you know what I think it is? I think because it's not racism, but everyone silently likes their race because they're you, right? Like if I'm watching the boxing match and it's my race versus another race, who do you think I'm going for? Huh? You know what? I hope the best man wins. That's what I say on the outside. On the inside, black power! Wakanda forever! On the inside. I don't say it out loud. That's racist. I just sprinkle hints. I'm like, I'm going for him because he looks athletic. You know, that's the only reason I'm going for him. I don't know what I'm talking about. No idea. I was in Morocco. I went to Morocco for vacation. Has anyone ever been there? You been there? How'd you like it? How you gonna cheer with food in your mouth? She like, yeah! Oh, me? You got that giant chicken wing, yeah. So how'd you like it? How'd you like it? It was different? Yeah. Yeah, what was different? Probably like the traffic, right? It's crazy. Yeah, it's like, they're like families on scooters, bro. It's crazy. Like I remember watching, you ever see those, I've never been to India, but I've seen the YouTube videos. That's what I was like, it's a lot of India right there, you know? Is that racist? All right. So I went to Morocco a little bit. So I went to Morocco and I went up there and I landed and my Airbnb was 30 minutes away. And so I was like, I could get a taxi, but I do want to drive around. So let me get a vehicle in this place that I've never been in my entire life. That sounds smart. So I go to the rental car and I was like, hey man, you got a car? They're like, yeah, how about this oversized van that doesn't fit inside these streets? And I was like, only if it's manual shift. She was like, deal. And so I'm driving in this country I've never been in. And this is how, listen, it was so many, it was different cars, it was like people on the other side of it was weird. Sometimes there'd be lines on the road, and then sometimes they were like, they'll find out. You know, like, it was very weird. And I was driving, right, it was so many people. I was driving, and then there was a guy, the directions on my phone, it led me like through alleyways and places that cars you're not supposed to be at. And so there's a guy that hopped off a scooter, and he started speaking to me in French, because it's Arabic and French, and then it's English. And then so I was like, je ne parle français. You know, I'm talking, I don't speak French, I speak English. And then he's like, brother, you from America? I was like, yeah. He's like, welcome to Africa. And I was like, I don't know if you say it to everybody, but that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. He's like, follow me. You're going to the plaza. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the plaza. So I start following this dude on the scooter. And he's driving on the scooter like I got a scooter. I got a van, bro, a kidnapping van. And I was like, I got to kidnap at least one person. But anyway, I'm driving, and I start to lose him. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and park. So I go to park, and then as soon as I'm going to park, he pops up on my window. Brother, where are you going? I was like, I'm trying to park right here. He's like, we're sort of close. And I was like, okay, fine. So he starts to stop traffic. It is crazy, right? It's crazy. So he's stopping all kind of traffic just so I can turn around. He hops back on the scooter with this other guy, and he starts to pull off. I turn around, there's a cop, and the cop starts waving me to pull over. And I was like, I ain't doing it. So I just pulled off. I just pull off, and I was like, it's too many people. He's not gonna find me. And then it was the cop jumped on someone else's scooter. He on the back, just like waving me. He like twerking on the scooter. And then I'm like, oh man. So he like pulls in front of me. He almost crashes. And I was like, okay. So I pulled over, and he runs up to the door. He starts yelling at me, and I'm like, calm down. I only speak English. He's like, give me your driver's license. And I was like, okay, cool. I gave my driver's license. Registration. I was like, okay. I gave my registration. He's like, get out the car. And I said, I'm not getting out the car. And he taps me on the shoulder. He said, get out the car. And I said, hey man, don't touch me again, man. Don't touch me again. You don't have a gun. Like, you're not scary. People think I'm scared of cops. I'm scared of guns, okay? If you're not a cop, you got a gun, you win, bruh. So I'm not, but he doesn't not, you're not gonna scare me. I said, the only reason you're pulling me over is because I'm American. Everybody's driving on the wrong side of the road. He's like, brother, I am not racist. And I said, I didn't say anything about race. I said that, and I was like, oh, that's a trigger right there. And the window was down. I was like, it's 'cause I'm black. Huh? I'm black. And the people started turning around like, what's this dude yelling about? And he was like, brother, no, I'm not the racist. I'm not the racist. And he's like, you just pulled over and it was the wrong turn and you can't do that. And I was like, okay, my bad. And he gave my license and he gave my registration and he sent me on my way. And I was like, that'll never happen in America. I'd have been dead. I'd have been dead 3 times. They would have brought me back to life to dead me again. And then, anyway. That was a brand new idea. It'll be funny in 7 months. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Preacher Lawson. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
Yeah, I'm acting. Yeah, bitch, I'm still acting. I'm really like that. Little niggas just acting. Actors. Still eating on act. Fun line.